It's not a big romantic date. For starters, it's Will, I said, flicking on the kettle. If I was going to have to deal with Amy being this perky, I needed more caffeine. Will, who you're always trying to point out does not have a romantic bone in his body. And you're always trying to convince us that there's more to him. Kaz lowered herself gently to the table with a wince. It wasn't a state secret that my friends hadn't gelled with my boyfriend, but they didn't see the same Will I did. He wasn't a people person. He didn't ooze charisma or light up any room he walked into. He was the kind of guy that was great when you were on your own with him. He listened, had interesting things to say, but put him in a group situation and he'd find the side of an argument that no one wanted to take, just to provoke debate. A characteristic not on my ideal boyfriend wish list, but it wasn't like I was going to date him forever. I was a realist when it came to relationships. I was never going to marry a guy I'd met when I was an actual teenager. When I was a teenager. I was now officially in my 20s. I swallowed a lump in my throat. That was going to take some getting used to. You know what I mean. It's not like he's going to be whisking me off for a day in Paris or something. We're probably just going to Margate for some fish and chips. Kaz wrinkled her nose. Please don't mention food. Did he not give you any clues? What if it's a super fancy restaurant? Asked Amy. He just said to dress comfortably. I dug around in the fridge and passed a can of Coke across the table to Kaz. Drink this, you'll feel better. Dress comfortably? What does that even mean? Tracksuit bottoms? Jeans? Trainers? Or comfy heels? Amy was blinking as her brain flicked through the options in her mind. He didn't say. If it makes you feel better, I'll text and ask. I tapped out a quick message. Amy was twitching behind me. She was one of life's planners. She would, no doubt, have interrogated Will when he first mentioned this day trip, until she had a full itinerary and a packing list. But I'd been so grateful that Will had even suggested anything. I hadn't wanted to spook him by asking too much. I can't believe you're this calm, said Amy. Aren't you even going to do your hair? I can straighten it if you like, get those back bits flat. Would you? Of course. I told you, I'm fairy godmother. I unwrapped the towel and my half-dried hair fell about my shoulders. I'm going to need more than a magic wand for this. She tugged at my hair. Oi, that hurts. Go blow dry it and I'll warm up my hair straighteners. Amy unpinned another section of my hair and fed it through her fancy GHDs. My phone beeped and I lurched up to get it, but she pushed me back down in the chair. Hold tight, I'm almost done, she said, a slight hiss escaping as she caught a patch of not quite dry hair. Kaz's head was rested on the table and her eyes kept closing. Every so often she'd jolt as she jumped in her near sleep. But it might be from Will. Amy sighed. Just this once. She leaned behind her and presented me with my phone. Is it from him? From my mum. Happy 5th birthday, darling girl. Hope you have a wonderful time. Wish I was spending the day with you. Kisses. I smiled. My mum always counted my leap year birthdays as my proper birthdays. I sent a quick message of thanks. I'm surprised she didn't come up today. We're going to Bluewater next weekend. Amy was raking her hands through my hair and she stopped abruptly. Jealous? I love a big shopping trip. It'll mostly be window shopping. Neither of us had the healthiest of bank balances. Sometimes those are the best trips, when you're not stressed out looking for something in particular. Absolutely. Give us time to potter around.